Hey guys, Matt, IronTrap Garage, working on the free T again. So I've been kind of tinkering back and forth for I feel like a month now with the whole gas tank mounting situation at the Gasket Goon show. A friend of mine, John, gave me a round earlier T gas tank that's in really phenomenal shape. And I was trying to mount the gas tank up front here in front of the cross member up high, and it just really wasn't working. I couldn't get it to fit right without doing funky stuff with the neck. Wasn't happy with it, cut everything apart. We filmed like half a video and it decided I hated it and tore it apart. So we're back with a new fresh set of eyes at Hershey. We bought a tank for my favorite price, $5. And we fit that in, didn't really work too well. So now we're back to this tank. Mike had a good idea of mounting the gas tank behind the cross member up in the turtle deck, so it's kind of pretty much hidden by the turtle deck, but it's behind the rear cross member. That's going to free up some space. It'll give us a little bit of space to actually put stuff in the front of the turtle deck, which is good. And we're planning to build some kind of bumper type setup that will come off of this bracing, and I think will work pretty well. So we're going to work on getting some tubing cut and get kind of framework made, and we'll show you guys the process along the way. Alright, so we spent a little bit of time here trying to figure out how to get this section kind of working. I've had such a mental block with this whole gas tank mounting thing. I don't know if it's just fitting
He's getting in his own head.
Yeah.
He's getting in his own head.
I don't know what it is, or it's just that we've been off of working on stuff regularly, so my creativity isn't like it should be. But so what we got done is Mike had cut and gotten this box tubing, the rectangular box tubing in the back. He got it all cut and kind of ready. I just put the 45s in it. We put it all together in the Eastwood corner vices, which made stuff really nice. I take those all shut. Got it put onto the frame, we got it all squared up, take that on, just have it tacked. Now we're trying to figure out how do we get this tank to hang so that it's not like an ugly, like
mess.
Yeah.
Originally, when I first started figuring out the tank placement, apart from Matt's original idea, I thought about putting brackets underneath to hold the tank. But once you put the turtle deck on and like stand back a distance from the car and kind of look underneath, it would be like this ugly, boxy mess. And we kind of want to make it kind of clean so you just see the bottom of the tank, because we may eventually make a belly pan for the bottom of it. So we didn't want like ugly box tubing hanging down and it kind of looks just slapped together.
Yeah, so that's kind of the problem is we took a step back and we could see the tank. It's like, okay, well, since you can see the tank, anything we put under it's going to sit even lower.
Yeah.
And so we had to rethink that. And it doesn't really work with the straps idea without the tank running the pool. So what we're thinking we're going to do, and we're going to think for the next video, but thinking about putting a plate across either side of the tank and stitch welding a like 1/8" plate to the side of this that covers a big area so the surface contact area is large. And then from there we can basically weld brackets onto it that it can bolt to this box tubing we have here, and that will kind of hang it in place. Because it's a big surface area, it's going to spread the load over a large area, so it shouldn't really be an issue with damaging the tank or ripping. But we just have to do that. Now I also have to be careful with this tank because it is an old tank and it's soldered together, so I can't get too crazy with welding right near the edges with the heat because the solder that these are soldered together with could melt, run out, and then we'll have a tank that leaks really bad. So I can fix that, but it's just extra work. So I am out of 1/8" plate, like big pieces, so I'm going to have to go get some. So that's kind of why we decided to just stop the video, show you guys where we're at. But it's progress. We're back working on the car regularly, which is the big thing with Hershey and all the car shows at the end of the year.
The summer. We'll just put it as the summer. Basically, the whole summer is just auctions, car show, auction, car show, craziness. So
yeah. So we're gonna we'll be back on this car regularly. I'm definitely back to my working almost every evening in the shop and Sundays.
And yes, the Sweetheart Roadster, we're going to start working on that soon. We get more questions about working on that again than I think any other project.
I want to work on it, but the T is kind of closer to being done, so I'd rather finish this car out, and we have some pretty neat ideas for finishing everything out on this, so we're going to try and keep pushing on this, but I will definitely get the Sweetheart Roadster off the lift and get working back on it in between everything else here soon. So that's all we have for this one. I appreciate you guys following along. As always, we do videos Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. If you guys like what you're watching, definitely please share it with your friends, pass it along. We really appreciate all the comments that you guys drop in there. It lets us know that you guys like what you're watching. And that's all we got, guys. Catch you later.